Hey everyone, Samantha here. In today's video, I'm going to be painting on these leather notebooks. I have 3 of them that I got from Typo for only £1 each. And they reminded me of one of my favorite animes that I like to watch, Attack on Titan. Why this reminded me of children going to war against huge monster beasts? It's leather. They wear a lot of leather in the show. That's why. So I decided I'm going to paint Attack on Titan characters and things from Attack on Titan onto these journals. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be giving away one of these journals that I paint today. Without further ado, let's get painting.
Hello from VoiceOver Sam. So here we go. We have our A5 notebook here. It's from Typo, like I said, and on the inside it is dotted. Oh, love a good dotted notebook. Pages feel really nice. Has bookmark, you know, all the normal notebooky stuff. So let's just go ahead and take off this tag and remove the other 2 notebooks so we can focus on this first one. So for this notebook, I'm going the classic Attack on Titan, and we're going to do a Scouts logo. So this is one of the main logos from the show itself. The Scouts, they wear it on their jackets, and I thought it would look really, really cool on this notebook. So taking a print of this and just cutting it out so I can see it a little bit better on the notebook. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is color the back of this with this oil pastel little marker thing that I have here. I've done this in another video before, and I'm basically just going to trace around the entirety of the logo at this point. Now, I really didn't need to go through and do all of it. I really just needed the outside of this because really my next step is to throw some gesso onto this. So we have a nice, easy paint surface to work with. So here we go with some gesso. The more that I do these journal makeovers, the more that I realize kind of the steps that I need to take in order for it to be successful. Like here, I'm finishing up the gesso and then realizing, oh, all my details are gone. So here we go again, cutting out the logo, making sure it fits to size. This time we have to cut it a little bit more detailed. And this time for the tracing, instead of white on the back, we're going to do graphite because it's going to show up much better on our background. So here we go again, second time. And there we go. It looks really good. It is a little light, so I'm just going to go through and darken it up a little bit. Lovely. Finally, after all that prep, we're on to painting. So I'm using Arteza's craft paints here. I've used them for a lot of my videos. I quite like them. Mixing up some colors here, you know, nice little gray. And look at that. Oh, wow. It's gray. It's not the best of camera angles. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, new angle still doesn't look the same. So why don't I just go ahead and just start with some blue. I thought this blue would just be great right out of the bag. But as I started to paint a little bit more with it, I was like, actually, I think it's a little too bright of a blue for this logo in general. So I decided to mix up some gray with it and kind of giving it more of a dark navy color. And by doing that, I really liked the blue that I got, so went ahead and went back over everything. A lot of redoing stuff for this first notebook. But hey, it's our warm-up notebook. I think it's looking good. After that coat, do a second coat of blue, because, you know, gotta get all those coats on there. And then I went on to white, which again, I was like, you know what? This white is looking great, but I'm not sure how well this is translated onto camera, so let me just speed this up for you real fast. Cool. Awesome. Now, final step for this one, I just have to take my Posca pen and outline the entire notebook. I really, really love this Posca pen, and just adding details in the lines around your drawing at the end of it really, really makes it stand out. And I absolutely love how this one turned out. Like, can't you just imagine this being like a leather patch on their arm? I can. I love it. Alrighty, now on to the next one. And this one, we're starting off by taping off our journal with some masking tape because I'm going to create like a little bit of a scene. Simple scene, but still a bit of a scene. So I'm just going to mark off the edges that I don't want to get paint onto. And again, going in with that classic gesso, making sure we have a nice paint surface to it. And once that gesso is nice and dry, be sure to tenderly love your notebook before you move on to the next step, which is sketching out your drawing. So for this journal, I decided I'll be drawing one of my favorite characters from Attack on Titan, Mikasa. And I'm using a reference for this drawing. I'll link the original artist down in the description below. But I just like the style that they drew it in, so I wanted it on a notebook. But as I was drawing it, I realized I was running out of room at the bottom for some of the lower details, so I had to remove my tape, re-gesso, wait for that to dry, and then just continue on with the sketching. And while I did that, I had a little bit of a visitor. I freaking love Edward so much.
Your love equals food. Therefore, I love you too.
I love when Edward can just come in and paint with me. He's such a good kitty cat. Although sometimes he does like to get onto my actual painting. He can get in the way, but you know what? It's all worth it because I know he enjoys it, I enjoy it, and he gets a couple of chin scratches along the way.
I love chin scratches.
Alrighty, so now that the sketch is all done, I go to mix our colors, and I had a really hard time mixing the color palettes for this. Like, I started off trying to mix Mikasa's scarf, which is like this deep maroon red, and I was just not having a good time. So I ended up finally getting a good red, and then I went to mix the leather, and then that was so hard, so just decided to mix off camera and come back, and now here all of our colors are done. So, you see I made a lot of paint. But here we go. We're going to paint Mikasa now. Here is her scarf, her iconic red maroon scarf that she always wears. And I really, really liked how that color came out, as well as the jacket color. Like, it looks so, so good. The jacket color, I think it really ties well with the leather that's already on the notebook too. So I'm very proud of how that color came out. And yeah, just doing some of the little finer details, a lot of dark browns, grays, silver for the swords. You know, it was a pretty simple color palette, but getting the colors right was definitely the hardest part of the painting itself. With the base coats down, I'm going in and doing a second coat. And now that the second coat's all done, let's get the Posca out and do her hair. Mikasa has very dark black hair. She looks awesome, and I think it really, really helped once I put her hair on. It really looks like she's about to go into battle. Absolutely love it. I took the tape off and then realized I actually didn't like that it kind of ended, so I decided to extend the white border all the way to the back of the notebook. Then I did the final details and outlines, so I'm just taking a 0.8 pen and outlining her and all of her details, and here's the final result. I really love how dynamic her pose is and think this turned out really, really good. All right, now moving on to our third and final notebook of this video. I'm doing 3 characters on this one: Mikasa, Eren, and Armin as they're younger. And I'm starting out by sketching out the 3 of them freehand onto this notebook, which is kind of scary. I hope I was doing a good job. Again, I was using a reference, but you know, I trust the process and just went for it. I covered everything up with gesso, which again, you're covering up the sketches that you just did, but you get a good idea as to, you know, like how it's going to play and what's going to work and what's not going to work. And once that was dry, I needed to sketch on my details. There we go, nice and sketched on. And now we can get to painting. I was using a wet palette to keep all of my paints nice and wet throughout the duration of this. Really, really helpful. Would recommend. Yeah, so here we go, just painting this journal now. I got a bit cold while I was painting, so here comes the hoodie. I don't know, would it have been weird if I didn't show this shot and then the next shot you saw me painting with like a long sleeve on? Would that be weird? I don't know. I felt like I needed to insert that, but you let me know in the comments. I really like Attack on Titan. Yes, it is gory. Yes, it's not for everybody, but I really, really like the themes and the character development that is within the show. The most recent season of Attack on Titan really got you to think about the other side of the war that they were fighting, and the way that they're able to discuss war and politics and, emotions within that show is just so well done. It's beautiful, beautiful show. And yeah, I think it's worth the watch for anybody who's interested. Again, maybe not the best for children. Wait till you can handle such topics and gruesomeness. But yeah. Oh, look, this is me forgetting what transition I used in my last shot. Professional YouTuber. Not really, I'm not professional yet. Maybe one day. Anyways, I'm finishing up this journal now with just some more details, Armin's nice golden hair, and the details surrounding all of the characters. And here's what this journal came out to be. It's just them sitting before everything kind of went wrong. And I think that's really cute. If anybody was to walk by and see you with this journal, they'd have to really know Attack on Titan to be like, oh, is that Armin, Eren, and Mikasa? And you'd be like, yeah, that is. I think it's for the people that really know the show, this journal. So without further ado, let me show you all three of our journals together. And here they are, they're all done. I absolutely love how they turned out. If you would like to win one of these two journals right here, sorry, that third one is gonna go to my husband because he absolutely loves it. If you would like to win one of these two journals, here's what you have to do. Tell me in the comments below which of the two you would like. If you win, like this video and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you do all three of those things, you're entered to win. I will choose a winner at random and send them the journal wherever in the world they might be. So if you'd like a chance to win, be sure to do all those three things: like, comment, subscribe, and you will be entered to win into the giveaway. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, the door is always open to imagination and creativity. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!